OSU. Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten champion. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Beebe. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So,
just steamrolling the defense. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Marsh.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back. Getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. Third and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll take it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Barker. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. Racing down the left side. The 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Across. Makes the catch and he's free. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what.
And it's blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Preston. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go right back downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll throw on third and short. The screen, he can go. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The sure hands, it's Barker. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's got the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down.
And obviously huge shoes to it, Phil, if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the tight end. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations, everybody expecting him to stat it up, and now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sayed fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Sayed. Got a man, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He spins that thing down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. offense changing the play. Throwing, say it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time it's complete. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Saying back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he's going to bring it out. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Buffs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
And the returner will be dragged down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Say it. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got a man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Rides to the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hauls it in. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tavian St. Clair. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got his man on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Beebe. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback Keith. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He wants to change this route. St. Clair fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. been short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and
breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants to take the top off. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. There's some room. The tag. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Inside, it's Beebe. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On the ground with the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.